We, you and me, and us and humans, we were born to love. Solely. Just to love, have fun, explore this beautiful planet, pursue art, our passions, and love each other. Okay? And yet, remembering that fact, remembering our true human purpose, and tapping into that attunement with love is some of our worst fears. It is terrifying. And it is terrifying because we're all brainwashed into thinking that things and career success and money is actually what we're here to do. And when we remember, hey, love, hey, that feels right, we're done. We're done. We literally get terrified. We get terrified. And, that's terrible. There's this, you've been taught to view everything in a certain way. View your passions a certain way, view your dreams a certain way. And it's not like you can just opt out of that. I mean, I guess some people can, and you can, go off-grid and do all this stuff. Most of us are not going to do that. You know, we actually, unfortunately, we do have to make a living. We do have to, we do. And we're also taught that every artist, if you're going to be an artist, if you're going to pursue art, you're going to be starving. You're going to be poor. First of all, I'd rather be poor and have my art. I'd rather be poor and have my art and my friends and everything that art has given me. But it's just, it threatens the very framework of how we've been taught to dream as humans. And of course, that definitely is prominent in a country like America, where we have built our entire country off of stolen land. And the indigenous people already knew this. The indigenous people already knew, hey, we're going to live in tune with nature. We're going to love each other. We're going to cultivate community. That's how humans were actually supposed to live. And life is not without hardship, but I think if anyone had it down, it was indigenous people. But, So I've just been thinking about this a lot because I've realized how much of my cynicism when it comes to love has to do with the fact that it threatens my, capitalistic machine mindset. It's I can't afford to just want to lay in bed with someone all day. I can't afford to just want to kick back with a lover and watch cartoons and eat snacks all day. That threatens my value in capitalism. That threatens my work ethic and my drive to do things like make videos or to do things like grow my career and move upwards on the ladder. And that is ass. That is ass. I don't think it's just because of this. This is the thing. And I want to talk about consumerist dating culture and how dating apps are just shopping for people. I've made a lot of great friends off dating apps. I've made romantic connections off dating apps. It's a nice technology thing, but okay, the dating apps are profiting from you not falling in love and being satisfied, and you're just marketing yourself. It's like LinkedIn. It pisses me off. Okay, I'm gonna hire you to date me off your statistics. It's nice to pre-screen, but it's girl. And then everyone's disposable. Because everything is disposable. It's always you don't like this, get a new one. You don't like your shirt, get a new one. You don't like your TV, get a new one. New iPhone time, get a new phone. You don't like your boyfriend, get a new one. Well, and I do agree that a lot of you guys need new boyfriends because your boyfriends are not very nice, but that also ties into this whole bullshit framework of fear of love. In my experience, it's not just that I want to be lazy all day and da. That can be bad, but it's hard to differentiate where the desire to actually pursue my passions is and where the desire to make money is. And they are so intertwined at this point that it's almost like I view romantic love and just love in general, like leisure time, as a threat. It's a threat to my well-being and my money, even though it's something so essential to the way that I live. Why would I be making money or trying to have a living if it wasn't so I could share it with the ones I love? But then you become so focused on attaining this unattainable thing and working so hard that you slowly lose the bonds with those that you love. You lose that ability to rest. I have such a hard time resting. Dude. So, I want to talk about lazy love. I think in the beginning stages of dating, like, it's really fun to do a lot of things, and, you know, you want to go out, you want to be out on the town, and that's awesome. And ideally, relationships have a healthy balance of that and just chilling together. And I think chilling together is some of the deepest intimacy that you can experience once you get to the point where you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to chill with you. Like, we are completely, like, we're in our PJs, like, we're vibing all day, we're watching regular show, like, we're in love. That's real love to me in a big way. But I think people get too comfortable with each other and they stop doing everything else, and they often lose drive to pursue their dreams, especially in a culture that's so, like, I don't know, like, usually, sometimes, there's usually one person who, like, doesn't want to do that much, and maybe there's one person who does, or that's not all the time, but, like, in specific dynamics, it's like, hey, I'm, like, really career-oriented, like, I really want to, like, go after my dreams, and then the other person's like, well, yeah, like, me too, but, like, usually there's one that's lazier, and weaponized incompetence and all that, bajunkle bunkle, but if you fall into too much comfortability with somebody, you end up, you know, you stop doing the things that made you who you were in the first place, and those things might have been your success or your amount of things that you go out and do, and, like, it's just like, okay, should I avoid love because it's gonna make me lazy, or should I just avoid bad partners? But how are you gonna know that someone's a bad partner, and how many partners do you have to go through before you find someone who, like, makes you want to do stuff? Because it's like, it's a green flag if you really want to relax around them, and it's also a green flag if you want to do stuff and continue pursuing your dreams. I don't know. I haven't found the line between, is it bad if when I'm in a relationship, when I'm in love, I don't want to do anything else but lay in bed with that person? Well, probably. But I'm just like, oh, okay, so I can't fall in love, or else I'll stop pursuing my dreams, and then that makes me sad, and then that makes me resent whoever I'm with, and that is just scary, because I feel like if it wasn't such a pressure thing, that I could probably have both, and if I didn't put so much pressure on myself to be this big dreamer and do all this work all the time, that I might actually have a more authentic connection to creation, as we all would. This is not news. Whereas if I am comfortable with somebody and I'm in love with somebody and I constantly have somebody telling me, you know, you got this and you're incredible and, like, you don't even have to do anything, I still love you, I'm more lazy. And maybe that's because I am searching for a validation or a love through capitalism and monetary success. And when I get that from a human being, and I have somebody who truly loves me and is always encouraging me, that replaces that desire for, I don't know, people to be watching me on the internet or for there to be money in my bank account. Love fills my soul in a way that makes me forget my capitalistic programming, and then as soon as that love is lost, because codependency, because you put everything on love and then it goes away, I find myself lost and wanting for the capitalistic monetary success again. And it just goes in phases. And it's very weird. And I'm young. That's one thing I will say. And I'm so excited to be older and to recognize my patterns. And love finds me in the most beautiful of ways. Like, my friendships are, they keep me going. They keep me wanting to do everything. But it's scary. Laziness is scary. And the threat of something making you comfortable. Why am I scared of being comfortable? Because comfortability, it's a threat to growth. So basically life is just, you're in your comfort zone, you're out of your comfort zone, you're in your comfort zone, you're out of your comfort zone, and the whole time you also have to be, like, paying rent a bit. Thanks for watching this video and helping me pay my rent. So Of course, this has led to a culture of cynicism and consumerism and money and monetary success over dating, over love. And if this whole money thing didn't exist and it wasn't a problem, then it would be like, value your hobbies and your passions and your friendships and everything else in your life. Don't just completely center your love life, which is still the truth. But when money is tied into it, and then all the money stuff gets going, and then it's like, okay, well, and you also need to date someone with money, and if they're not, and then you need to, and then this and that and this and that. And then there's also people's relationships with money that just change them completely psychologically. There's the amount of money that people grew up with, and there's like, I don't know. I know that I don't know much about economics, but I know that it, in a way, it's a social study. People and money is one of the craziest things I can comprehend. And capitalism, money never sleeps. It never sleeps. We are taught not to rest. Like, that's what they want. Like, the end goal of capitalism is there to be an oligarchy, pretty much. And that's scary. Okay? That's scary. This is scary. And I also think this ties into like monogamy and principles of monogamy. I know people shit on polyamory and like as soon as a girl with blue hair and piercings is going to start talking about monogamy and non-monogamy, it's like you're going to click off the video and you're going to go, you're sweaty and you smell bad. But once you're outside of the box, you can't go back into the box. I've read books. I'm not going to start hating on monogamy and the idea that if you want to sleep with one person only, then you should do that. I think that's beautiful. I consider myself able to do both. I don't, anyway, that's a whole other discussion. But I think the monogamous principles of capitalism are very interesting and they're inauthentic, and I think they're unhealthy. And I think that the idea that you're supposed to pair off with one person and go create a separate life with one person, and then everything else is secondary. Your friendships are secondary, your passions are secondary, all this stuff is secondary. I think that's terrible and not cool. And it's that principle that I disagree with, not monogamy itself. And the whole jealousy thing, it's like, why is the only basis of how good your relationship is going, like, how much you're not looking at other people? For a lot of people, I feel like that's the only. Anyway, I don't like that principle. And your friendships should be very prominent in your life. You don't have to be porking your friends. It's not what I'm saying. But you need community. Everything takes a village. A relationship takes a village to uphold. You can't just be only in your relationship. You guys all need to have friends outside of the relationship that you're going to about different things just in your life. Friends that you relate with on certain hobbies and who you can go to in certain times of trouble and who know you in different ways. Like, you need more than one person in your life. You need more than one person to talk to. What the fuck? And balancing between the two and trying to prosper is so... Balancing between love and wanting to pursue a career or a dream or being a hard worker is like, you get to this point, it's like you're so in the love part and you're just like feeling so good, and you're supposed to just cut that off and go work. Get your ass up and work. Why? Love is a threat. Love is a threat to the system. Use it. Use it and let it make you uncomfortable. We fear love for a lot of reasons, and for a lot of like fear of pain in our hearts and fear of this and that and this. But a lot of us fear love because it threatens our grind set. We've turned the grind set into a reason to reject love. I'd rather be poor and have my art. I'd rather be poor and have my friends. I'd rather be poor and be in love. And have trees to hug. Bro, yeah, I'm a tree hugger. Suck it. God. Anyway, my Bibblebonk Squonkuli, thank you for watching. I'm really coping with this really hard right now, and I am finding it really difficult to rest. And even today, like, I'm supposed to hang out with my friends in an hour. I'm going to Screamo prom. I'm gonna go see Your Arms Are My Cocoon and Widow Dusk, and I'm so excited. And all I've been able to think about all day is not, oh, I'm so excited. It's, well, money. Well, work. When am I gonna work on my things that I need to work on? What the fruck? So I'm gonna go out tonight. Love is worth it. Love is a revolution, bro. Okay, please keep going. And I will have another Ozzy Zone out soon. Again, I'm super overworked, and I really just want to rest and go out with my friends, and I'm going to try and let myself do that. Thank you for watching. Check out my podcast. Check out my music if you want to. You got this, bro. Don't fear love, because once you get out of your comfort zone, that's when you grow. Find the balance between succumbing, so what, and chilling, and working, and pursuing what you want to do. At the end of the day, you'll probably figure it out. But life isn't really for figuring out. It's just kind of for, like, doing and, like, living and letting it happen. You control your destiny. Okay, bye.